Hi everyone and welcome to another lecture of PHP and MySQL. In this lecture, I'm going to show you how to grab different sections or store different sections of a web page in different files. So we're going to use the require and include functions that we learned, and you'll start to understand how dynamic web pages work. Okay, so let's start with a simple website. I already have the CSS file and the index file created in this folder. Okay, so you can download these files because I already created the code, and you can download these files, and we will change a few little things in the code. So let me start by open the index file with the Notepad++, and here it is. Okay, great. So we have a simple web page with different sections, and if we open this in Chrome, this is what you'll get. Okay, so we have a few links in the top where you can click it, but nothing happens for now. And then we have 4 different sections and a footer. Okay, so what I'm going to do is basically teach you how to store each section on a different PHP file, and then as we click, we're going to grab that section using PHP, okay, on an external file. Okay, so it's very simple. For each section, we'll create a PHP file, and also we're going to create another PHP file for the footer. Now, this type of site structure is very common when we use dynamic websites or dynamic applications, because it's easy to maintain, and there's also better security when you have the different sections of a web page in different files. Okay, so if you ever need to change something, you just go to a file and change it. Or if the file doesn't run properly or it has some problem in the code, only that section will have problems. And you can go straight away to that file and solve the problem properly. Okay, so that's it. Basically, let's create section 1 file. Let me just create here. This is section 1, and let's close it. So this is just a note, so make sure you always put notes on your scripts or your code so everyone knows what it is. And so basically, let's go back and grab section 1, and let's copy it. Let's put it here. Okay, and let's save this as section 1.php. Perfect. Okay, let's create the same for section 2. So let's go back here. Let's copy this. Okay, copy section 2, and let's say this as section 2.php, and now section 3, copy, okay, section 3, save this as section 3.php, and now let's say section 4. Okay, let's save this. Section 4.php, and now we only need the footer. So let's grab the footer and copy and create it. Put it here and save this. Let's put a note here saying this is the footer. And footer.php. Okay, perfect. We're done. Let's go back here. And yeah, basically that's it. Okay, so now we just go to the index file and let's take the footer out. And here we can type PHP include query type footer.php. And close it. Okay, and let's go back up here. And in section 1, let's delete this and type PHP include section 1.php and let's delete all this. We don't need it. Okay, so PHP include section 2.php section 3.php, and finally section 4.php. Okay, so let's see what happens. You see that we have a lot less code now on the main page or index.html. So let's see if this works. But before we check this, if this works, we have to put all these files and the folder, which is called my website folder, on the htdocs. So let's do that. Let's go to XAMPP and htdocs. Okay, let's copy this. Okay, let's put it here. Perfect. Okay, and let's call this just website. Okay, so let's start the XAMPP control panel. Perfect. And let's start browser. Let's go to localhost. And let's go to, let's type website. Okay, so this is the website that we have right now. Make sure you change index.html to index.php. Okay, confirm that. And let's go back, refresh. Okay, there it is, working perfectly. So whenever you type localhost and the name of the folder, automatically the file that is going to run is always index.php. So whenever you have an index.php, that's the file that will run first, okay? The main file of the project or the application. So basically what's happened is that the include files are working perfectly, or the include function, grabbing section 1, section 2, section 3, section 4, and the footer. All of these came from other different files than index.php, as you will see in the code. If you open this, okay, there it is. Now, let's make the menu work. So if we click on the link 1, we will have, let's type section 1.php. Here is section 2.php and section 3.php, section 4.php, and let's leave the section 5 because we don't have any, so let's leave it like that. Okay, so let's change this as well. So section 1, section 2, section 3, and section 4. Okay, and section 5 coming soon. Put something like that. Okay, so let's hit this. Let's reopen it. Okay, there it is. So if we click, we go directly to section 2, but what happens is that all the style is gone, and we don't want this. We want to click section 1, and section 1 will appear with all this style or CSS style. To do this, basically we just have to, let's create a new file called header. So we would need to put the header here. Let's grab all this. So let's copy, put it here, and let me check. Okay, let me save this as header.php, and we can take this out and just type PHP include header.php. Okay, perfect. Save this. Now make sure you are editing the XAMPP htdocs website index, okay, and not the file on your desktop. Okay, so now what we can do is replicate this. So let's save. Let's copy this. Let's go to section 1. Okay, great. So section 1 active, perfect. And now we need the rest of it, which is this one here. And copy section 1. Save this. And now we do the same for the rest of the files. Well, let's copy this. Section 2. Okay, save this. This is the class active, and let's take this class active from here, save it, and let's save this. Section 2, save it. Section 3, copy. Section 3, copy, save it. This is class active on section 3. Copy section 3 and here as well. And finally, section 4. Section 4. Okay, I think we are done. And let's save this. Oh, just have to change the section 4 to class active. Okay, perfect. So let's run index.html. And yeah, I think we are done with this. Oh, okay, so we are replicating. So we don't need to include these out. Just put the main one, the section 1, PHP. Now let's go to section 1 and do the same thing. Oh, let's leave it. Okay, we're done. Perfect. So let's save this. Now finally, we just take out the section 1 from here and also the active class from here, okay? Because this is the main file. We didn't click any of these sections, so none of them are active when we come in. Welcome, choose content, choose a section on the menu. Okay, let's save this. Let's go back. Okay, so there it is. Pretty ugly, but if we click section 1, there it is. Section 1, section 2, section 3, and section 4. Okay, so that will give you an idea how you can separate all the different sections and include the section whenever you want on any page of your website. Okay, so that's it, and see you guys later. Bye.